top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Sellers. Floating away. On a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick pass on the fly motion. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Finding an escape route. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the fumble.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Joyner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Joyner. Quick toss. It's a running room. Wide open spaces. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Gonna run it. It's Joyner. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Morton. With the catch, it's Virgil. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Looking to buy time. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
To throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Texas Tech, 14. South Carolina, 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Still looking. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Morton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important for an offense in the passing game to change the launch point of the quarterback. You can't consistently be 5 or 7 yards behind the center throwing the football. Move the pocket, get him outside, buy him some time so he can see the field, and then show you what he can do with that arm talent.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the Red Raiders get enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Gordon. Got a man, it's Douglas. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He shanked it. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Lofts one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pocket breaking down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They're working that left side. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing into a pass-catching fullback.
It's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Got it in the middle, it's Virgil. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 28, South Carolina 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina 14.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds his man. It's Joyner. And they're able to get him down.
The Pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
On the direct snap, it's Joyner. The pitch. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Morton. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sellers. Got the quick pass. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up by 17 over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Morton. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
South Carolina, 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Steps away. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Texas Tech, 42. South Carolina, 21.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. He's going to... And he was thinking 6, but then D knocks him down at the 2.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Gamecock. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. down he goes at the 39. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd, they put on the heat and they blocked it. Hard running there.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Right. There he goes. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.